And it's one of the lessons I'm glad I learned. When we out here doing something stupid, we not just affecting us, but we crushing the ones that love us the most. Cause when you put up from they hurt, they find themselves doing something they got no business doing. They probably would never did if you wouldn't have did what you did. And all you can do is look from the sidelines and be like, dang, that's my fault. And that's where we at today. Now fam, we going to Florida. Over the weekend we had two mothers who apparently know each other and their kids get into an altercation. Some would say a fight, some would say a squabble, but nonetheless all this made its way on social media after attending a festival, which we'll later discuss. But it seemed like all this revolves around their kids. One of the mothers lost their child to gun violence after celebrating his birthday, who we'll later discuss, to allegedly, because this is an open case, and of course we're gonna read this indictment, to the man who's the son of the mother she got into an altercation with. So basically, this mom confronted her son killer mother. So in this video, we're gonna talk about these two women. We're gonna talk about their kids, pay our respects to the man who lost his life, and talk about the guy who's allegedly responsible for the situation because he's been indicted for it, but pled not guilty for all 3 counts, which we'll later discuss. And hopefully this serves as a reminder for somebody who about to do something stupid, knowing that your actions can affect your mothers. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. On the west side of Florida, they host this annual festival called West Fest. It was raining throughout the day, but the event still took place. It took place on a Saturday, August 3rd, 2024. Now apparently this is an event where people who grew up in that area or live in that area comes together and celebrate.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna go on the back.
Man, you don't even know this nigga.
I know him very well. What's wrong with you?
You got this northwestern ass nigga run through here. You don't know this nigga.
He's a good man. Do I say anything when you bring them dirty old Central girls up and through my house with that green and black in the bottom of their feet black?
Yeah, alright.
See, that's your problem now. See this here? This my woman. But you want her to be your woman. But this me here, bro.
What?
You heard me?
Cause I got switching for nigga like you,
Randy,
cuz.
that's enough.
Nigga, you need to move.
Randy! Oh no! Randy, y'all go from there.
Better give.
Stop it! Stop it!
You better give.
This is all your fault.
I told him.
If I want to bring a bull in this house, I'm gonna bring a bull all up and through this house.
Okay, what's up? Shut up.
Now in attendance was a young mom who go by the name of La. Now La, which we'll later discuss, she have a young son who lost his life in 2023 while driving on the highway leaving a local nightclub to celebrate his birthday, which we'll later discuss. Now the man who's allegedly held responsible, well, his mom was also in attendance at the West Fest. This young mom is identified as Quay, and as mentioned, her son been arrested for a little over a year for the demise of his friend, who happens to be La's son. Now at this time, Miss Quay's son is being accused of taking someone's life. But a year prior to that situation, her daughter lost her life in a gruesome scene in Liberty City, February 5th, 2022. Damn. She was identified as Araya Marshall, the friend named Dewan Graham, both 21 years old. Moss says she was in a car with Zaraya near Lincoln Field Apartments in Liberty City when another car pulled up and started shooting. To this day, Zaria's case is unsolved. May she rest in peace and love and condolences to her family.
People putting boots on the ground, hoping to bring some peace to their streets. Gun violence taking the lives of loved ones.
And now community members are calling for change. 7's Rafael Pires reports.
Where are they getting these guns from?
A community calling out the criminals.
How do we want justice? How do we want it now? Let's get these murderers off of our streets.
After a recent and deadly drive-by shooting killed 2 people in Liberty City, family and friends protesting for peace.
Kids are killing kids out here. When is gonna stop?
The group gathered at Lincoln Fields Apartments off Northwest 20th Avenue and 64th Street, which is where the shooting took place earlier this month.
That's my first grandson, y'all done took from us. He lived with me.
21-year-old Dewan Graham was one of the 2 people tragically killed that day. His grandmother devastated by the loss.
That's sad. Rest in peace. I got all these sleepless nights. I can't sleep. I'm still waiting on him. That's what happened to all these neighborhoods, man.
That was my only child. I sent him to my mama to protect him from down here. And all he was doing was
so
coming to play
sad.
video games.
The other victim, Zaria Marshall, also just 21 years old.
I raised my little sister up. Me and my brothers from my mom had her, but we all collectively had her together. We
Right.
raised her from a little girl on up.
Loved ones say she died protecting her 6-month-old baby.
She will never know her mother, never. Only from the videos we got left for her, the pictures, and from what we tell her. That's unfair.
And the person responsible for their deaths still on the loose. Police say someone inside this dark-colored Toyota Camry was the one who pulled the trigger.
Damn. Huh? Where the car at, man? The police are not doing their
Officers also in
job.
attendance on Monday, handing out flyers in hopes of getting information that leads to an arrest. Family and friends calling out nearby residents for not speaking up, asking them to help catch the culprit.
And everybody sitting up in here looking at y'all windows. Y'all know who did it because you were looking at your windows when it happened.
Come on, somebody seen something, somebody knows something.
And the reward for information leading to an arrest, that's been bumped up. It's now up to $10,000. So if you know anything, you're being asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number, 305-471-TIPS.
Damn.
Reporting in Northwest Miami-Dade, Raphael Puris, today in
Miss Quay recently went to Facebook not too long ago on the anniversary of Zay Riot and said the following: "Been about you, and I'm still about you." Purple heart emoji. "Your birthday coming up, black black." Crying emoji. "You cowards took my girl before she could make it to see 22 years old. Forever 21. Now while Miss Quay is grieving the demise of her daughter, 13 months later, she get news that her son is arrested for the demise of a young man that she knew and her son. As mentioned, this was Miss La's son, the young man who lost his life, who was identified as Natron Wright, aka WAP. He was only 20 years old when he lost his life. Now, WAP went to go celebrate his birthday at a venue called Club Vault to celebrate his birthday that he had 2, going on 3 days prior to the day he lost his life. WAP's birthday was March 3rd. Police was dispatched on March 5th, 2023 to the Vault nightclub. It was around 1:31 a.m. when Broward County sheriffs had received a 911 call from an anonymous female reporting a shooting on I-95 near Broward Boulevard. The 911 caller advised that she observed a silver vehicle and a dark-colored SUV traveling northbound on I-95. The 911 caller stated that she then observed the occupants of the SUV open fire with a gun, shooting at the occupants of a silver vehicle, which caused the silver vehicle to leave the roadway and crash. Now, troopers was first to arrive at the scene. That silver vehicle was later identified as a Mercedes. It was 2 people in that car, Natron and his girlfriend. His girlfriend was driving. Natron, aka Wright, he had multiple gunshot wounds to the body, and he was pronounced deceased on the scene. May he rest in peace. A level of condolences to his family. But Broward County sheriffs would later make an arrest quickly because WAP's girlfriend, who was in that Mercedes and was grazed by a bullet, she survived. But she later cooperated and told authorities everything they needed to know. Now, according to the indictment, Miss La was on the phone with her son, WAP, moments before he lost his life, and gave his mother some key information to help authorities make an arrest as well. According to Miss La, she told authorities that her son said those quote-unquote boys were shooting at him moments before the phone had hung up. And according to Miss La, she instantly know who them boys was. She stated that her son been having problems with a group of subjects from Miami. She stated that the victim, her son, had been robbed by these subjects at gunpoint for his watch and chain, and that the subjects who robbed him had then made Instagram posts, even wearing her son jewelry in the posts. She said her son, WAP, had showed her the Instagram post, which had the handle, Lord DS Kill from 274. Now, I looked that account up personally. It seems it's been deleted, but the damage was already done, because the police had everything they needed from that account. According to the indictment, the Instagram from that handle has showed numerous pictures of a black male armed with the AK-47 style rifle. The same style rifle will fire 7.62 caliber rounds, the same caliber as recovered from the murder scene of WAP. Now, police eventually end up interviewing WAP girl.
These niggas taking pictures with the gun they're gonna do the so they went and took pictures with the gun they're gonna do the shooting with. God damn, you dumb as fuck.
Girlfriend. Of course, she told police, as we mentioned, they went to Club Vault. But they said during their time at Club Vault, WAP got into a verbal altercation with the guy who go by the name of Baby D. She said she only knew his first name, Dirt. She then said WAP got scared and said he wanted to leave. They said as the two group neared the front of the club, WAP pushed one of the subjects, which caused the club security to escort both groups off the property. She stated that her and WAP rushed to their vehicle to leave. As they pulled out, she noticed a dark SUV following them behind. She told police that WAP warned her to drive faster because he knew the group in the SUV is about to start shooting. She stated she got northbound on I-95 and the people in the SUV opened fire on her and WAP. She was later shown 6 pictures in which she identified Derek Elias, date of birth 8/19/2003, as the subject who the victim, WAP, had an altercation with inside the club vault. Now, police believe this girlfriend. They also believe WAP's girlfriend was also a target as well because bullets struck their car through the rear and the driver's side and the passenger side. Now, according to the indictment, the day that WAP lost his life on March 5th, 2023, the same day that Instagram account Lord DS Killed from 274 was deactivated. Now, 2 days later, detectives took sworn statements from WAP's sister and his cousin. Apparently, they went out to Club Vault that night to celebrate WAP's birthday, the day he lost his life. They advised they didn't see an altercation with WAP and Dirk, but they did see Dirk at the club with the subject they known as Tweez. Just like WAP's girlfriend, his cousin and his sister picked out Dirk in a 6-picture array. They gave detectives Tweez's Instagram account. It was identified as paperchasing_Tweez. That account is now deleted, but back then it wasn't. And according to authorities in that indictment, there were a number of pictures taken on the night of the homicide of a black male standing aside of a black SUV. There's also pictures taken.
These niggas do they fucking jobs
on other dates of this same subject with Derek and pictures of a subject and an AK-47 rifle. Now, Tweez,
bruh, just the fact that they got all this information is caught.
Tweez was later identified by
don't do the crime, bruh. Can't do the time.
Instagram account, and according to authorities, that account belongs to Antonio Hall, date of birth 7.
Then they tracked him all the way down.
16/2000, who was also Miss Quay's son and the brother of Zariah. Then police used facial recognition to identify a man that was on his page the night that WAP lost his life with Antonio. He was identified as Malik Cox, date of birth 2/22/1999. A little over a week later, on March 14, 2023, WAP's cousin and sister identified Antonio and Dirk in the lineup. And on that same day, WAP's girlfriend identified Malik as being with Dirk and Antonio at the nightclub, as well as a man who was in a wheelchair. It was also later determined through surveillance that the car that was driving during the night of the scene was a SRT Jeep that was registered to Antonio's aunt, Miss Quay's sister. Now, Antonio's aunt got a lawyer and said she wouldn't cooperate, but that was enough for authorities to arrest Derek, Antonio, and Malik up on first degree. Now, Antonio was hit with 3 counts. He pleaded not guilty on all 3 counts. But now, fast forward to over a year later, August 3rd, 2024, WAP mom, Miss La, and Antonio mom, Miss Quay, attend the West Fest. And apparently they got into an altercation. Now, of course, YouTube be iffy, so I can't play the entirety of that altercation. It wasn't much, but I'll leave the link in the bio. Check out the ending.
Popeyes has the best of both wings. Our juicy chicken is marinated to perfection with 2 distinct twists on all.
Now, both women went to Facebook to get some things off their chest. WAP mom, Miss La, wrote, "Laugh out loud. It took 6 of y'all to jump me, but it's never over. Crying, heart emojis. On site quake about my son." She also wrote, "I never posted about this situation, but now the world know, girl. Yours killed my son." And that was a response to Antonio mom, Miss Quay message she wrote on Facebook, which read the following. Besides a graduation picture, this clown doesn't have any real memories with her son. The same clown who said her only baby she's worried about is little baby, referring to her grandchild. Sweetie, if I lost my son, I would still be holding on to my grandchildren. Not saying and doing weird things to them. No, I'll never have any sympathy for someone making a mockery of their child's death. You're not grieving. You just want to get attention on the internet. Because with your son's case pending, who tells someone to record a fight of them sneaking up on the defending mom after telling the prosecutors you're scared of her? It's so sad to say, but your son's death was a lesson for you and only you. Stop playing dumb because you know what happened to that poor baby. Why weren't you celebrating your son's birthday with him again? Because I mean, that's what real mothers do. I wish I might out of town on one of my kids' birthday bang. Sweetie, find something better to do, please. I don't mess with you, and I don't talk about your son, love. Like, stop with the lies, girl. I actually know you because my friend had your kids while you were running wild and free, clown. Miss Girl, I always had my kids, and I still got them. I'm not missing anything when it comes to my kids, and I never did. And even when I was heavier, love, it never gave stank, laughing myself. And I've always been that girl. You better ask the real Miami. My kids always had a home with their mother and our mother on another level about mine. And this what Miss Quay had to say about the video. This all they got, but okay, thanks. With a video from folks she had recording. She posted a second of it, but we need from the beginning when Big Back ran up on me from the back. I mean, if I'm sneaking up on someone from the back, baby, they would never have a chance to get a hold of me. They would actually be on the floor. But okay, see if y'all know any folks in the video to give y'all the full and real story. This was the end. And by the way, it's my family that broke it up and moved whoever was on the untamed gorilla. Laugh at my... So we went to the picnic for a great time. Not this foolishness. We go every year. This Big Back first time at the picnic. Laugh at... Y'all have a wonderful day and keep the videos coming. I need more because we play chess, not checkers. Miss Quay ain't stopped there. She went to her Instagram and reposted a picture of her and her son Antonio writing. Right or wrong, I got my son back. And I'm gonna ride 100%, 10 down for mine. My baby is innocent. And when it's over with this clown, fake girl, because a real mother would never do the she does. It's clear. Nobody loved my family would never. And I love that for me. Cause everyone around her cool with letting her continuously make a fool of herself all for the internet. Now as we get up out of here, I want to say rest in peace to all the victims. But this where we at. This don't get shine light on it enough.
A family war. That's not even like, it's
we
not
turn
even a gang war, bro. It's a family war.
Ones that love us the most into people we not even used to. And I'm not making no excuse for these mothers. I'm not sure they...
Bro, two families beefing like this is crazy. They having kids just to kill each other. Like, yo, all right, you're the next morning. You got to revenge your long lost uncle. What the fuck is going on nowadays? Shit.